Hey everyone, Tankenstein here in this video. Well, to be honest with you, I've got kind of a weird one today. This is the Ki-84 Hei, or Hey, or however it's pronounced. This is a currently rank 4 battle rating 7.7 prop fighter in the Japanese Air Force's tech tree, and if that didn't tip you off, this will. This is Air Arcade. That's right, we are going to be playing Air Arcade in the Ki-84 Hei, or Hey, because this vehicle sees such an incredible increase in Air AB from its Air RB BR, which is just a whole bunch of acronyms, that it really has a warranted video in and of itself. This will likely be a relatively quick video, but I want to see if this thing is really better than all of the R2Y2s, because these are all 7.3 BR. They all have like 160-ish kilometers per hour higher top speed. They all have better rates of climb, and they all have a more powerful armament than this. So what is the deal with the Ki-84 Hei? My assumption first is that it has the in-air reload of these really powerful cannons. Not entirely sure if that's it, but we'll have to wait and see. So that said, let's jump into it, see how crazy this thing is, and don't just say, oh, this is Air Arcade, that's stupid. Join me, it'll be a lot of fun. That said, let's get into it. So if you guys don't know, when it comes to Air AB, there are a few set rules, some differences between this and what you find in, well, Air RB. And pretty much you get in-air reload, you can get, you have limited throttle, like up, so limited weapon in this instance, limited afterburner if you have a jet, you have crazy maneuverability, you can use your flaps at all speeds, same with your gears, your landing gears. So there's just a whole bunch of like different rules with this vehicle, and we have ourselves our first kill. However, we are massively damaged. But no matter, we can always spawn back in air battles. So, that said, let's go ahead and just dive down on this IL-10. See what we could do. But as you can see, I mean, like, the roll rate on this thing, not absolutely incredible. Probably has something to do with the fact that it is severely damaged. However, not so incredibly bad, I suppose. And we have ourselves a second kill. So thus far, in a 7.7 BR match, this thing ain't doing all too poorly, but, you know, in my experience, I used to play a lot of Air AB. Well, there used to be, like, there weren't really a ton of great players in Air AB. And this kind of feels like that. So we have ourselves a stealth belt, and I ran out of ammunition. Let's see if we can go land back at the base, but not too bad. I mean, thus far, 4 kills, 1 assist at the very least, I'm assuming, with that Oregon. And I can't complain. Oh, here we go. We have ourselves a fighter, an F2H2. Let's see if I can just dive down here, dodge his bullets. Yes, I can. It wasn't actually all that difficult, unfortunate for him. And now, can I get myself... If I can get a few hits, that's all I really want here, you know? The circle of life. Doesn't really matter. So, action report. We currently still have 4 kills and 1 assist, which is more than everybody else in this match. Now, I'm not sure if that's because I used to play a lot of Air AB, which, by the way, I haven't, like, played a match of prop Air AB probably in around a year or two, maybe longer, I'm not entirely sure. It's one of the reasons why I got kicked out of my former squadron, which was an Air AB squadron, oddly enough. They actually have those. And this was kind of like my go-to for quite a while, actually. See if you can fire ahead of them. Sometimes it's not so accurate, the aiming reticle that it gives you, but in this instance, so as you can see, I still have most of my ammunition, or a good chunk of it. I can just go ahead and reload whenever I want in air, and that's why I'm thinking there's 2 main factors here. 1, this thing can pretty much outturn all jets, and 2, it has a very powerful armament with a good in-air reload, and they probably figure that at around this BR, you're going to have a lot of people flying. I mean, like, look how many people don't have squadrons, right? To me, not having a squadron tends to mean that you are a newer player, which would then indicate, again, to me, that they might not have all the, you know, all the experience in the world, whatever, right? And so I think that we're seeing kind of a mix here of a lot of inexperienced players and a vehicle that in the hands of a relatively experienced player, regardless of if you play RB or AB or whatever as your primary, you can jump into this in AB and pretty much take advantage of everybody who's fighting against you in your match. So I think that's probably what it is. It's just this vehicle is very good. Its stats are very much aligned for AB fighting. So with that first match out of the way, and pretty much what my thoughts are as to why this vehicle is the BR that it is in AB, let's go ahead, see if we can have some fun here. We have ourselves an F-89B. Gonna go right into my cannons. Got the kill. There is a bomber off there in the distance. I really don't feel like being shot by it. This vehicle is actually very good at destroying bombers. However, it's just not really one of those vehicles I want to go take out bombers with. Let's go ahead and just dodge that. You don't really typically want to do head-ons with Japanese aircraft, just because what'll happen is, you know, I mean, this is an agile aircraft. You want to be able to get people in a turning fight with you, but not so much head-ons, and that goes for air, RB, AB, doesn't really matter. It's all more or less kind of the same rule. But we do have this F-86 here. Let's go ahead and just dump some ammo in front, and a little bit more. We have ourselves the kill. Let's go ahead, turn. Now, if I haven't already mentioned it, flaps in air AB are indestructible, which is just wonderful. Now, with this vehicle, you're typically going to want to catch enemies that are distracted, kind of like this F2H2. So let's see if we can go finish them off here. Not really getting some good hits here. I do have stealth belts, and doesn't really matter. We're going to have to reload mid-air. And that's typically where you're going to be most vulnerable. It's going to be during your in-air reload. Hopefully that F-84 doesn't know me. Okay, good. He doesn't notice me. So we're going to be able to be peaceful here. But thus far, 2 kills, 1 assist. Again, I mean, I'm surprised, but not really surprised. So, like, if you guys don't know, Area B, you can pretty much take whatever vehicle you want in Area B and probably be kind of successful with it. A lot of it has to do with the fact that, again, there are really very few limits in Area B. I'm just going to go for this Vampire. I don't feel like just dumping all of my energy off. So let's see if I can get myself a kill versus this guy. And, like, look at that just ridiculous turn speed. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we are, again, in Area B. We have ourselves a kill assist. We got someone behind me, I think. Yes, we do. Put combat flaps back on, turn down. Have a zero, pretty much a 0 turn radius in this. It's about as close to turning on a dime as you can actually get. And we have ourselves our 4th kill. Though, people really do like doing head-ons in Area B. Now, I am reloading, so let's just kind of get away from this real quick. I might even land if I need to. But minimal damage in Area B doesn't really matter as much as it does in Air RB. This guy's definitely chasing me. Oh, don't you love it? Seeing people kind of going right into your line of fire when you yourself are not really paying as much attention as you probably should. But now I have my stealth rounds. Again, this is what I mean. Like, the aiming reticles aren't really as good as you might want to believe or hope that they are. But, you know, I mean, they do give a general idea of where to kind of aim, but not always are going to be all that accurate. This guy may just not be paying attention. And we have ourselves a free kill. Can't complain about a free kill. Now, let's go ahead and dive down on the any one of those planes. Now, typically, and this goes with any air battle, like, yeah, I mean, in a way, you kind of fly in a UFO in air AB, however, not entirely. You know, like, you're not just going to be able to go up to 5,000 meters with no problem. That just doesn't happen. And so you do actually have to conserve your energy to an extent. It's not really 100% like mandatory, but it is very useful to kind of be smarter about it than you might otherwise think that you have to be. So, got myself a whole bunch of kills right there after getting a damaged engine, so not too bad. You know, I mean, ultimately, like I said, when it comes down to Area B, you're going to want to make sure that you are conserving your energy. You're kind of what I call getting in the back of the tango line. So you don't want to, you know, jump in front. Like, let's say if you have like 3 people or 4 people, and like the person up front's your ally, and he's being chased by like 3 enemies in close succession. you don't want to, like, jump into the middle of that. You want to jump in the back, start picking them off like that, because otherwise, you're going to die. Have ourselves another kill. Again, you typically don't want to just get into random head-ons when you're using this vehicle. My aircraft is pretty much shot to death here, but let's see if I can get myself one final kill somewhere. Nope. So I decided, you know what? I've already played a few matches in Air AB. I've gotten probably like, I don't know, 12 to 15 kills. I'm not entirely sure. A few more assists on top of that. So let's just go ahead and play this in Air RB. Now, when it comes to Air RB, this vehicle is 6.3 BR. It is still a really, really good turning aircraft, but it's not quite as good. And I think the main reason why it isn't quite as good in Air RB is quite simply because, not that this vehicle is bad, but more so, ooh, I'm getting a little ugly there. More so that this vehicle can't reload in midair. I think that's really it, you know? Also, however well I do in this match, that's however well I'm going to keep this. You know, I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to be playing like 5 matches and try to get like the best one. You know, that's not really cool. But, that being said, I think the biggest thing that puts this at the BR that it is in Air AB is, again, simply its in-air reload. Like, this thing has really good cannons that just benefit so tremendously from that. We do have a Spitfire behind me, however, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch me. I might do a head-on with this Sea Fury. Not a good idea, by the way. Got a 4th kill. None too shibby-dibby-dabby. And look at that. I'm almost out of ammunition. So, let's go ahead and land. But as you can see, I mean, like, this thing, it's got great maneuverability. Especially if you, like, somebody pointed this out. So, a few matches, or a few days ago, I posted a video on me getting, like, it was a nuke with the M1A2, and I look back at that match, and basically it almost looked like everybody that was fighting was a bot, because they weren't doing anything. Like, it was just a terrible enemy team. And then you have a match like this where I killed, I think, 3 people who were unaware of their surroundings, which is just abnormal, right? Only one of those was kind of somebody who was worthy, but he was already very damaged and doing a head-on with me. So, it is what it is, but this vehicle, very good in a turn fight, extremely capable, and for a Japanese aircraft, it even has very good rate of climb and top speed. It's almost 700 kilometers per hour for top speed, which is pretty damn nasty. Also, we're pretty much at the end here, so let's see where this match goes once I rearm. So actually, it looks like this match is over. So that being said, you know what? That's about it. I've gotten, like I said, 12 kills, whatever. My first match in Air RB with this thing since switching out of AB. I get 4 kills. This thing is a beast. It can turn like it can turn like a monster. And it's really good in AB as well. So that said, thanks so much. I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.